Welcome to Climate Reality Project. Just give us a second and we will start.
What up, world? It's your boy, just one of the guys down here. Well, I could be more specific. I'm a human. And just wanted to, for the sake of all of us earthlings out there, just wanted to say, we love the earth. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. We love the earth. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. Hi, I'm a baboon. I'm like a man, just less advanced, and my anus is huge.
Hey, I'm a zebra. No one knows what I do, but I look pretty cool in my white on black. I'm a lion cub, and I'm always getting licked.
How's it going? I'm a cow. You drink milk from a I'm a fat pig.
I'm a common fungus.
I'm a disgruntled skunk, shoot you out my ball. I'm a marijuana plant, I can get you and I'm kinda wet. We love the earth. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. We love the earth. It is our planet.
Hi, and welcome to Florida Climate Week 2021. My name is Em, and I am chair of the Central Florida Chapter Climate Reality Project. Did you know that there are thousands of contaminated sites throughout the United States due to hazardous waste dumped or just left out in the open or otherwise ill-managed? And these sites include manufacturing facilities, processing plants, landfills, and mining sites. What does that mean for us?
The National Parks Conservation Association states that 96% of national parks are plagued with pollution problems. My generation will be stripped from ever getting to experience the beauty and wonders of national landmarks unless we do something about it. If we don't make drastic changes right now, my generation won't even be able to drink clean water or breathe clean air. As a matter of fact, kids today are already feeling the effects of polluted air and water. Hi, my name is Andrea Salas Jordan. I'm a senior in high school searching for a college to attend. I had my eye on the #1 largest school in Orlando, the University of Central Florida. However, when I was researching the location, I noticed it was only 10.6 miles from the Stanton Energy Center coal plant. This was super concerning to me, given that Stanton Energy Center has been on the news. The residents living near the plant filed a lawsuit saying that the cancer incidence ratio was abnormally high for the area compared to the entire country.
Did you know that thousands of contaminated sites exist throughout the United States due to hazardous waste being dumped, left out in the open, or otherwise ill-managed? The sites include manufacturing facilities, processing plants, landfills, and mining sites. Let's open up the browser and go to www.epa.gov/superfund/SEPA-YOU-LIVE. So basically it says EPA Gov Superfund search Superfund sites where you live. And then when you go to that website, it should get you to page National Priorities List, Super Fun Alternative Approach and Sites. And there you see a section where it says select a state. So we'll select a state, and I'll select Florida because it's Florida Climate Week. And you see under it, search, you can put either the city or the zip code. I'm gonna put my old zip code, 90210, and nothing should come up because there is no Beverly Hills in Florida. So we'll change the state and put it to California, and let's see what comes up. Nothing. Of course, there are no toxic, hazardous dumps in Beverly Hills. Back to you, Em. So welcome to Orlando, Florida. Let's get on with the tour.
Located 30 minutes from Disney is Lake Apopka, one of the 100 lakes you can find here in Orlando. It was once the bass fishing capital of the eastern United States. Unfortunately, the thriving ecosystem of Lake Apopka didn't stay this way. Overflow of pesticides and fertilizer into Lake Apopka initiated the process of eutrophication. Eutrophication is an excessive richness of nutrients in a lake or other bodies of water due to runoff from the land. When there is an abundance of nutrients in the lake, the excessive nutrients feed the algae, leading to an uncontrollable amount of algae growing, causing harmful algae blooms. Algae dies quickly, and while it's decomposing, it absorbs oxygen in the water. This causes the plants and animals in the lake to die because they don't have any oxygen to survive. This affected all the life surrounding the lake. Hi, my name is Tiana Muhammad, and I'm a senior in high school. The environment's always been really important to me. Personally, I love going to the beach, and luckily here in Florida we have two coastlines, the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. I've completely stopped going to beaches on the Atlantic coast because of the murky waters. Compared to what the waters look like in the Gulf of Mexico, it feels much cleaner and better. Pesticides, runoff waste, and algal blooms affect everyone, everywhere. Exposure to the lake is still harmful. Contact can potentially cause diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, skin, eye, or throat irritation, and allergic reactions or breathing difficulties. That means if you or your pets are exposed to it, the toxins will make you sick. Alexia is going to talk about harmful algal blooms in Lake Highland and Lake Ivanhoe, which are located directly in the city. Hi, I'm Alexia Vasquez. I'm a freshman in high school, and if you're like me, you spend most of your days on social media. I've been seeing all these pictures and videos of how messed up our world is. I take Machito out for walks around Orlando, Florida, and I've chosen Lake Ivanhoe as my favorite. But I had to stop from all the warning signs that the waters were contaminated. You wouldn't want him to get sick, would you?
As climate change gradually warms up the Earth's climate, scientists expect harmful algae blooms to become more frequent and severe. To help prevent harmful algae blooms from happening, you can put fertilizer 15 feet away from our ponds and lakes, keep aquatic plants along the shoreline, bag your yard waste and keep it from our streets, pick up your pet waste, use low to zero phosphorus fertilizer, and always use certified landscapers. During harmful algae blooms, people and pets can get exposed to the toxins from swimming, drinking the water, and the air they breathe in. Cooking the fish that were caught or boiling the contaminated water does not destroy the toxins. This also affects Machito because if he drinks the water or smells the grass for too long, he could get sick.
Your actions and voice do matter. Everyone can do something to help heal the earth. Here are a few simple ideas
the items that we use contain phosphates, which contribute to the occurrences of algal blooms. Do your research, read your labels, and find items that are non-toxic and organic.
A natural way to nourish your soil is through the addition of eggshells. They release beneficial calcium carbonate. A plus is that peppers and tomatoes love it too.
Cinnamon isn't just a wonderful spice to use in cooking. It is also a great ant-deterrent. It will not kill them, but they highly dislike the smell, so they tend to stay away from it.
Are you a tea drinker? Brew a weak batch of tea and use it when you water your plants. It'll help get rid of fungal pests and add a healthy dose of nutrients to your garden.
Alright, so I've been looking for a cleaner that's good for the environment but also works. So I'm gonna test it out so you don't have to. So the first one is baking soda and vinegar. So what we're gonna do is put coffee and juice on a towel and then wash it and then see how it gets rid of the stains. Alright, so here are both of the stains, coffee and juice, and we're gonna see how it goes. I think I'm gonna mark them so I can see which one it is at the end. Alright, so I'm gonna cover it completely to where you can't see the stain anymore. Alright, so it's soaked through, so that's good. Now we're gonna put vinegar. Alright, I'm back with part 2, but the footage got deleted, so I had to start over. But here are the stains. I'm just gonna put it on until you can't see the stain anymore. And now the other one. Alright, look how it fizzes up. Alright, so I'm gonna wash these off with just water and see how it turns out. Alright, they're back and the stain is just water right now, but you can barely even see it, and I think that if I wash it normally, then it would come out, so I will be right back.
Remember, your actions and voice do matter. Be the change.
Oh my goodness. So hello and welcome back. Here we have two of the stars of the film, Tiana and Andrea, who are both high school seniors. And I just wanted to take the time to recognize those who have suffered at the hands of COVID. During the filming, I lost a family member, and there's still another family member who is in the hospital. So this film is dedicated to them. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who contributed, gave us some knowledge, gave us their time, and gave us their energy. So them, Andrea and Tiana both did the research. They also helped write the script, as well as the other students that were there. And I wanted to empower them by allowing them to decide what they felt was important to let the world know. So Andrea and Tiana, tell me about what you found in your research. Did you know about the toxic sites, or did you just find out when we started researching the EPA Superfund sites? Oh.
Personally, I didn't know about a majority of the ones in Orlando. I had heard about coal ash and Paramore and a few other things, but I didn't know like Apopka was polluted. I didn't know what eutrophication was, and doing this research really helped me understand how to help better the world.
Awesome. How about you, Andrea? Andrea? Well, Andrea's in high school, literally. She like took time out to come for the lunch. One of the things that were surprising to me was the subject of environmental justice. A lot of where you researched, Tiana, was had to do with environmental justice of the farm workers there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the farm workers had to be like, they lived in labor camps kind of, and that had gone back all the way to slavery. They were mostly made up of African Americans and Latino and Caribbean people. They were held there and they had to stay there so that they could pay off their debt to the farm. But the farm never paid them enough to leave, so they had to stay there. And then they were beat and raped and so many horrible things done to them, even if they tried to leave. And so now there's a farm workers association who they advocate to try and help give help them get better and give reparations back.
Yes, true. I didn't know that either until you brought that to me. You taught me that from your research. And with the whole thing of environmental justice, it seemed to be kind of a pressing topic. And usually when they speak on environmental justice, we do talk about the marginalized communities that are affected, but also we found out through research again, and this was with Andrea. I don't know if Andrea can speak on it, but we found another community where the median household was, or the median house tag, meaning how much the house cost, was 435K. So the pollution is affecting us all. So it's you can't just think that because you live in a gated community that you won't be affected. Andrea, can you tell us a little bit about that? Oh, well, she's in school. Yeah, so I just urge kids. This film was by kids, for kids. It was made by kids, for kids. And that's why the language is geared towards them. Oh, Andrea. Can you hear us, Andrea? You know, she's unmuted. So, Andrea, can you?
Are you asking? Could you state the question? It's been cutting off.
I know, I just heard it. No, we were talking about environmental justice and how with your, we assumed that most of the people that are affected by environmental justice, who are not getting the proper care, were marginalized communities, which we knew, like the farm workers or the African Americans in Paramore, which also was on the Toxic tour. Another student had covered that. But then we found out, like, well, you told me too from your research, we lost her, that, the nice neighborhood that was contaminated too, or the nice neighborhood where the residents brought a lawsuit.
Yeah,
And
so
just-
So, when it comes to like environmental justice, you think that it's mostly affected by minorities are the bigger population that gets affected by this. But we also found out that, these higher income houses live directly next to the plant, and they're getting, their families, like what they're consuming is all being polluted by the plant directly. Like you can see, when we went to visit, we saw the plant from the neighborhood. It was that close. Like it was big. So all that, those fumes, those, how it gets into the soil, it's all affected. Like we said in the video, like the cancer incidence ratio, especially for central nervous system cancer, is like super high. Not even just compared to all of Orange County, but the entire country. It's ridiculous that and a lot of these people in that neighborhood don't realize it, but some of them work for the plant. So it's more of a personal thing. If this gets shut down, they could also lose their jobs. However, it's hurting them and it's hurting their family. So it's they're conflicted.
Yeah, totally. And I just wanted also to empower the youth, like being able to educate the adults in your life does major moves, because if you can't vote, you can inform the adults and have them vote on your behalf, or educate them on maybe what the person that's in office is passing the legislation or voting for is against your interest or your family's interest. And Andrea's was cutting in and out because she is like literally in high school. like she's doing this during her lunch break. And Tiana too, she's in school, but she's, COVID, so she's at home. What did you say, Andrea? Oh, it cuts out. Yeah, so.
Oh, my lunch finished, so I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Okay, that's the Green Gang. The rest of this film to its entirety, where we add Paramore and the rest of Andrea's research, as well as Tiana's and Alexia's, and we have Abby, will be posted on the Climate Reality Central Florida Facebook page. Also, I guess this will still be available for 6 months on the Volo Foundation website. And for the kids, I would say go viral and let's save the planet one post at a time. Like try the sunglasses challenge. Like, for example, I have these shades here, right? Can you see that they have like hearts? So try these, and my thing would be, like I said, here, stop using single-use plastics and get one of those things. Do you guys have something to say as we close out? By the time we close out, you guys want to say prayer?
I think something really important is to spread awareness that this isn't something that a lot of people realize is happening. Like the lakes that were right near my house that I walk my dogs by, and kids play with their friends there. It's stuff that's affecting, it's not just like this world, like some problem happening somewhere. Like this is affecting the entire globe. And these industries are really good at hiding that, because it's typically all about the money. They put profit before the people. But it's time that we realize what's going on. Like our environment, it's not something that's known. And I think a really important thing is to spread the word, and then not only spread the word, but then vote. If you're eligible to vote, get these people in Congress that don't care about the environment, vote them out. And it's not just like big elections, like presidential elections. The smaller ones count too, because those are the ones making changes in your area. So I think those are my biggest points: that spread
Amazing.
awareness and take action, vote.
Yeah, Andrea. So you're gonna do the TikTok challenge with the glasses, and give a tip. I think so. How about you, Tiana?
I completely agree with Andrea. I think
Me
awareness
too.
is the most important thing that needs to be done. We need to like spread it to more people so they know about it, and they need to take action. After we get like a ton of awareness around, nothing's gonna happen until people actually take action. And one way we could take action is, like Andrea said, going to vote and voting people out and who you want, paying attention to the lower level system, and just kind of getting action taken to help.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I would add to do the research yourself. Like, look up the EPA.gov and see what's going on in your neighborhood. Have they cleaned up? Do you have a site that's near your house? Did they clean it up enough for you to be able to have a garden? Is the soil contaminated? Check it out. So the more that we know about our area and the more aware and conscious we are, the more we can help cure it, right? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And